Ụmụnne m ndị Igbo, daalụnụ. N'ọnụ anyị bụ Enuani Cultural Forum. Welcome to my channel. In case today is your first time of coming across any of our videos, kindly click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that when we put out videos, you'll be among the first set of people to see the video. Today, we are going to be looking at a review of the video I posted in bits on some of my social media platforms. This video shows the movements that culminated in the creation of the Midwestern States. And in the video, we saw very clearly how our brother, Dr. Michael Okpara, his wife, Chief Ogbonnaya, and so many other prominent Igbo people, including Chief Dennis Osadebay, who was even, according to history, a president of the Senate before the First Republic. If you see the chronology, you will see that after Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe comes Chief Dennis Osadebay. That was before October 1960. So, these Igbo people from the eastern parts of Igbo land joined forces with their brothers who are from the western parts of Igbo land to move on this epic journey. And I'm very grateful that it was documented. This is why it is very good to keep history. It is very good to make historical documentaries so that in future it can be referenced. Yeah, but when Chief Dennis Osadebay, Dr. Michael Okpara, ndị niile so niwe je ya bụ ije wee nweshe Midwestern region. Ọ bụ na-ememene wee n'ime nye nkiri nkatata ka ụmụ anyị ụfọdụ ndị sinekwe eti anya welue ntị anyị mara ihe gbasara be mmiri si baa n'opi ụgbọgwụrụ. Ọ bụ na ụmụ anyị ndị ọnị na-ete nwone nye nkiri na-egosi we ntọdịdị kene ntụka ịtụgba anyị na-ekwu maka na nwe na-ekpe ikpe ọgazu ejidewa abụba isu anya di wee na-agba n'edi afa. Ụfọdụ asụ na ọmake kwa ahụ n'ọba n'ụzọ. Ụfọdụ n'ime ụmụ anyị ndị ọ bụ na akpọga wegbo esi buni asị kpọdụ afa waza asị amate nwunye aji gwa okwu ka ọ bụ yewe ndụmọdụ nke tata. Mana Chukwu ya gozie ndị mee ya bụ nye nkiri o ji bụ na nke tata anyị enwe ike nwunye eji na-agbazinye ndị ọ bụ na aka apụgawa n'oke. If not for that video documentary of Chief Dennis Osadebay and his Igbo brother, Dr. Michael Okpara, who moved from Asaba, because that's where they first landed, from Asaba to Auashu. From Auashu, they moved to Abbo. From Abbo, they moved to Abraka. From Abraka, they moved to Ozoro. From Ozoro, they moved to Ugeli, to Wari, and then they moved to Bomadi. All in the quest to actualize the establishment of the Midwestern region. We have seen from that video that let me play some parts of the video again for you to see. Interestingly, in our mind, Dr. Michael Okpara was conferred with a chieftaincy title. Let's take a look at the clip.
The splitting up of Nigeria into 3 regions, an arrangement that denied the legitimate aspirations of the people of the Midwest, is ended. Now, a Midwest region has been created as a result of the plebiscite of July 1963. Campaigning for its establishment, Dr. Okpara, the Premier of the East, was greeted by Chief Dennis Osadebay, the leader of the Midwest State movement, when he arrived at Asaba. It was the beginning of a 12-day tour for the Premier, who was accompanied by Mrs. Okpara. The federal and all the regional legislatures had voted for the new region. It now remained to find out the wishes of the people themselves. At Auashu, the crowds gathered to welcome the Premier. Dr. Obona was there. The Premier was to pay a sincere tribute to Chief Osadebay, speaking of him as a man who had done more than anybody else for the creation of the new state. He appealed to the people of the Midwest not to be complacent or adopt a negative attitude to the problem. The new state would be the fulfillment of a promise made by his party in 1959, he said. And then, the Asaba women dancers entertained their visitors. Following day at Abbo, the people were excitedly awaiting the arrival of the Premier. He was to address a mass rally. Dr. Okpara is, of course, the national president of the NCNC, and his wish to see the new region created springs from a desire to achieve equal opportunities for all the peoples of Nigeria. Women of his party danced their way to the rally. Mrs. Adama Okpara received a tremendous welcome, and so did Dr. Mbanogo, chairman of the Eastern Working Committee, Dr. Obona and Mrs. Janet Mokelo. It was at this rally that Dr. Okpara announced that there would be a general amnesty for all those people who had offended or victimized others during the struggle for the creation of the Midwest State. Their past political record would be forgotten. He said, what is wanted at the moment is a massive support for the new state, which will not be built on hatred, because we want love, peace, and harmony. And then the campaign party moved on by car to Abraka. As every place visited, the people gave them a sincere and traditional welcome. An address of welcome was read and then presented to the Premier. Dr. Okpara talked to the large crowd, pointing out the advantages which would come with the setting up of the new state. Mr. Yamsi, the NCNC leader from the north, was present as the premier appealed to everybody to vote in the plebiscite on July 13th. At Amai, there was another splendid welcome. People were to confer a chieftaincy on the premier before he drove on to Usoro. Here, it was students who welcomed the party. The creation of the new state would be particularly important to the younger people because the opportunities for them will be greatly increased. Next, to the Urobo division, where a rally was held in the Uwele Council Hall. It was to be another stirring meeting. The chairman of Nigerian Airways, Chief Dafe, was among the speakers, and the premier and members of the campaign party greeted the audience. The Honorable R. Okafor caused some amusement, and then came the main speech, the premier's. Again, he extolled the advantages of the new state, which will mean the setting up of a new regional parliament and the appointment of a governor. Mr. Mopugo Okoye was among the large crowd who heard Dr. Obona wind up the meeting. At Warri, it was the same story of joy and welcome. The Bende War dancers performed. Once again, Dr. Okpara spoke to the huge crowds. He was tireless in pressing the cause of the 2 million people who up till then had only a minority status. Dr. Okpara and his party then traveled by launch to Western Ijo. It was a brief but pleasant break in the intensive program of public meetings. At Pomade, people lined the banks to catch a glimpse of the Premier of the East. Everybody seemed to have turned out to greet him. Dr. Okpara told the people of Pomade that after the creation of the Midwest...
Welcome back. I hope you really enjoyed this documentary. It is good to keep record. It is indeed very good to keep record. Now the children of these parents, because the people in this video, I think by the ages of the people we saw there, majority of them who were even children will now be very old, because that was in early 1963. Majority of them are now very old. Their children or their grandchildren are now denying being Igbo. Even the ones that we know that are originally not Igbos but affiliated with the Igbo are now in a war of words against the Igbo people. On social media, you will see them insulting Igbo people. making all manner of denigratory remarks to demean the Igbo man and Igbo woman. A people who invested thoroughly their time, energy, and resources to see to the liberation of their brothers who were considered minority in the Western region. Today, what do we have? We have people whose names will be Ifeanyi Chukwu, Okechukwu, Nwachukwu, and they will tell you they are not Igbo people and they don't want to have anything to do